So, for those of you that skipped out, so what happened? I'll give you a brief synopsis of leading up to this. We're in Nashville, Tennessee. We're partying in my hotel room, 18th floor. Bottles of shit that probably set your soul on fire, littered all over the floor. Everybody cruises out of the room because Rita says, "Fucking take me to it, I'm gonna ride that fucker." But I ordered a UFC on my computer. So I was up against the headboard, had my laptop open, and I was like, "Dude, text me where you're at as soon as the fight's over, come meet you." So everybody leaves. I'm sitting on the bed, my phone rings, it's Rita's. Dude, fucking been kidnapped, man. In the fucking dude's bathroom, fucking come and get me. I was like, what? Where? Who's fucking kidnapped? At the club that you went to? What the fuck is going on? He's like, no, dude, that's where fucking got to do. He's got me in the fucking, I don't know where I'm at. Just fucking come get me. I'm like, dude, I'm on. I throw my fucking britches off because I freestyle. When I'm in the hotel room, it's fucking man's haven. I put all my shit back on, throw my boots back on, I run out in the hall, because, you know, I'm the first to fuck with the Regis, but if another motherfucker's fucking around, I'm gonna fuck this guy. I will choke him the fuck unconscious. And I'm sprinting down the fucking hall. I'm like, dude, this is what you do. You turn on your fucking Find a Friend right now. It's an app, like Buddies in Drift. You can turn that shit on, go fucking look. It gives you a polka dot. And your polka dot will, like Marco Polo that shit, you can see your polka dot getting closer. I'm telling you, if you ever got a drifter, get this fucking app, because it rules. So I'm running down the fucking hall, and it's starting to register. It takes a minute to boot up. And then I hear Rita goes, dude, wait, hang on, stop. The dude just left. Four-wheel lockup. I slide to a fucking stop in the hallway. And I do a fucking Billie Jean grade moonwalk back down the fucking hall to my door. And I get to the door, and sure enough, my polka dot is right motherfucking on top of Rita's polka dot. I drop the car key in, click, it opens up, I come back in. Sure enough, Rita's like, dude, fuck, he's coming back in. Now raise your hand if you haven't been reading this shit, motherfucker. ShiningTillTomorrow.com, check this shit. So anyway, obviously then, I'm standing right outside the fucking bathroom door, and I'm looking at my phone like, did this shit really just drop in my lap? Mother of God. And I'm trying to be quiet too, right? And I've left the TV on, because also, I don't like those people coming in and putting the chocolates on my bed when I'm not there. I just feel like they can rifle through my shit, right? So I leave the TV on and the Do Not Disturb. So TV's already on, and I'm standing right outside the door. And I'm like, dude, who? How do you know it's a he? Because he was like, he came back in. He's like, because dude, I'm looking out at the door right now, and the poor motherfucker's wearing cowboy boots. I was like, oh, fuck. And so he was like, he's wearing cowboy boots, and they're fucking scary ones. So I was like, I'm looking at the book going, the fucking scary one. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, dude, the guy's crazy. I'm like, why is he crazy? He's like, because now he's standing on one foot. Just right outside the door, he's standing on one foot. Obviously, britches come back off. I'm freestyling right back on the fucking bed. And I'm like, all right, give me a clue. Tell me what you know about this guy. He's like, well, the dude's got the TV on. I'm like, good intel. I can profile this motherfucker. It'll give me an idea. What channel is he watching? Because I can find out about this motherfucker. So I take the remote, I start rifling through. I find a forensic files, motherfucker. They're talking about a bloody skull down by a river and shit. He's like, dude, it's some death killing shit. He's watching. He's got sick plans for me. Please come together. I'm like, dude, it's no problem, dude. You sit the fuck tight. We got a plan. This is a fucking plan. It's gonna happen, all right? So now you get the gist. Regis is in my fucking bathroom. Go back and read Della, because I left so much shit out. But anyway, the previous part about this is I sent him a text from a Text Plus app. And what that does is it allows you to send a text to anybody from a fucking random number. So I sent Regis a text after I dumped out the minibar. And I took a bag of M&Ms, and I made a little sliver in it, and I took one Skittle, and I popped the Skittle in there. Take that baby up. and then I put it right outside the fucking door. Back to freestyle on the bed. I took a bag of Famous Amos cookies, hurled it at the wall, and he said, dude, fucking some shit just crashed, hang on, I gotta look again. And he peers under the door, sure enough, I'm peeking around this fucking M&Ms. He snatched those babies right in. Sure, gold. I'm like, obvious, I know my boy, right? I hear about a million tinkle, tinkle, tinkle on porcelain. He's guzzling these M&Ms like a famished kitten, like a dude that's never seen the first aisle of a 7-Eleven. Until, oh, God, he hit that fucking Skittle. Right then, I hit send on a text that I sent to him. I'm like, hey, you've been dosed with a legal amount of isopropyl Redenstein. Your choices are as follow. A, come out and willingly absorb my debauchery. Or B, go unconscious and you may or may not remember tomorrow. If you come out, there's an ingredient in Red Bull called Tory that will nullify the ingredients. So anyway, he's talking to me, he's like, dude, you gotta fucking give me, please, quick, and dude, I need Red Bull, can you bring Red Bull? Shit you not, man, shit you fucking not. That's what you do to your boy, right? So anyway, that's kind of where we're at. This is where we go from here. So at this point, I can sense that the steam is starting to pan. And I knew I'd have to extricate my little homie from the turlet pretty quickly to prevent any long-term psychiatric damage. I desperately wanted to respond to him as quickly as possible without them damn Red Bulls, but my freestyling session was being interrupted as my whole body was now convulsing like a 1,000 fingers massage bed that had a powder level power surge. Redenstein says, dude, are you there? I squeak out a meager attempt at reassurance between convulsions with, I'm here. Stay calm, brother, just easy. I immediately hit the mute button on my phone and I buried my entire face in a pillow because absolutely zero mortals have ever been able to contain this level of hilarity and silence. I take 3 deep, long, focusing breaths, the same way my granddad would instruct me to do before going into battle. Okay, calm, I gotta rally every single one of my brain cells and I gotta think quick. So I hit him with, change of plan, homie. We're gonna have to forfeit the fingers. I ordered him some room service. I'm like, dude, we're gonna get you some nutrients, okay? Just a second. We gotta forfeit them at this point. I just called housekeeping and ordered a rollaway bed for the room. Told those fuckers that no one was in the room and to just open the door and roll it right in ASAP. Be looking under the door so you can see when it gets there. As soon as it rolls past, it will clear the hall along his route. We will deploy that bed as an impassable barrier, a gauntlet, if you will. He won't have a chance. That's the opportunity to bolt, so homie, you bolt like you've never bolted before. Yep. When I find myself in times of trouble, Brother Clint comes to me, singing, but there was no time to give props to Detective Callahan, as the Stein quickly cuts me off with a delicately whispered, he's standing. Let me back up for a second. What I did previous to this is I took my boots off and I left them right outside the door. Facing the door, where the tips of these bad boys were like right, he could fucking touch him if he wanted to. He's looking, he's standing right outside the door, homie. Serious, just fucking standing there facing the door. I could touch those fucking boots if I wanted to. He was looking at those babies right where I'd left them, frozen and motionless. Just millimeters from the bathroom door, as if the door could feel the imaginary psycho's breath intermittently exhaling on his pain. I say, don't touch him, dude. Might be a trick. Just stay quiet, watch for the bed to come in, and you fucking bolt. I'll stay on the phone with you. Redenstein. But I need a Red Bull as soon as possible. Maybe 2 even, just to be sure. I'm like, it's in his hands now. God willing, a couple bulls will find you in time. But remember what Zach says. And I bet Phil will back me up on this. It says, in compensation for your days of banishment, I will give you back double. Redenstein says, is that from Bulls on Parade? I'm like, no, that's a different Zach. Not the one from Rage Against the Machine. The one from the Bible. 9:12, I think. It just means that the Seuss will double down if you stay true. So if you believe and you ask for 2 bulls, then the Seuss will show you 4, because the Seuss don't fuck around when it comes to fucking around. Just believe, Holmes, believe, and run like the wind. Now, shh, and wait for the bed. I had to hurry, because the steam was now dangling on a precipice. And yet, I know I was the dangler, but I'm also the steam's catcher in the rug. I immediately throw the mute back on, use the room phone to call housekeeping and order a rollaway bed as soon as possible. I jump off the bed and creep right up behind those boots that I'd left facing the bathroom door in nothing but my socks. I shuffle my feet around a bit right behind the boots, and I throw out a man moan or two. Yeah, fuck yeah. Because you got to, right? And I know he's peering under the fucking door, listening to this going, what the fuck? Now there's a set of socks behind the boots and I give a little shuffle with my feet and my socks. Then I bend down and I put 2 fists in those boots. I give them a little wiggle. Then with my feet in the boots, I walk on all 4s all the way to the door. I open it and I throw those boots out in the hallway. Then I walk right back by the door, stop for a minute, give another and then right back to the bed and freestyle. I start to throw a quick prayer up for me to find a Thigh Master infomercial on TV or something similarly dirty, but none was needed because the dynasty was answering all and their answers didn't disappoint. Not at all. I snap a quick pic of Phil's daughter-in-law, Corey Robertson, who was in a very bizarre yoga position on the TV, and I use my Text Plus app to send the pic to Rocco, who was standing directly across the hall, along with a message from my app that reads, I want you, Rocco. I want you now. I've seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. I was there and I saw what you did. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. And I've wanted you ever since then when you blew up that druggy horse cat. Meet me at the bar right now. Order me 4 deliciously chilly Red Bulls and I will fulfill all your dreams. Oh, and be wearing the boots in the hall. Oh, Rocco, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Hold on. About 4/1000ths of a second later, I receive a response from Rocco that reads, Rip now, am going, I then go the bar now, okay. And no, that's not my typo, that's exactly what fucking Rocco was. And I knew he would be at the bar with 4 ice cold Red Bulls in mere fucking nanoseconds. Will Norman Reedus safely evacuate the bathroom? Or you will have to fucking tune in next time. You gotta check it out, guys. JohnnySokumar.com. Hey, let me say this. From the bottom of my heart, man, it's you know, we do films and they pay us nicely to do that. But it's funny, you know, when you do theater, you tell a joke, there's an instant response. You know, you get laughter that's funny. When you do something emotional, there's a reciprocal current that's immediate and tangible. In film, it's not that way. You know, the boom operator, make no mistake, he's not watching the scene. He doesn't care about the scene. He's just looking at the sonic signature and making sure it sounds okay. The camera operator is making sure the composition is right. That's it. So whenever they say cut, nobody gives you any feedback. The reason we come to these conventions is because it's a long line of people that want to say, hey, you did this and it moved me. Or I loved it, or it changed my life, or it made me smile. And it's wonderful to be able to come into a room like this and see it full with people that just want to take a ball of adoration and smear it on you for shit that you've already been compensated for. You know, I'm being honest. It's like when somebody's talking to me about a job, it's like, I've had real jobs before. And it's an honor and a privilege, and it's very humbling. And I don't take this shit for granted at all. God bless you. And shepherds. Oh, okay, it took a minute, didn't it? For thee, my lord, for thee. Forth from thy hands. That our feet may swiftly carry out thy command. So we should flow a river to thee. To know about the feeling. Fucking good. God bless you guys. Thank you very much. Seriously, thank you guys.